Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Factorio in our Sending Supporters to Space map. And I've just done about an hour and a half worth of work to get everything ready. I'm actually super hyped. I was feeling a little bit discouraged. I was having a bad day. But I put on some good music and I worked on stuff, and it really brought back like the feeling I had when I first started playing Factorio. You know, because I started in single player. There wasn't even multiplayer. And, you know, I was working on this on my own. I had some good background music going, and it really got me back into the groove, back into things. It was a lot of fun. So, what's the plan? We're in our tank. We're gonna go murder some biters. I already killed a bunch of them. We just melt them with this ammo and these upgrades. It's ridiculous. I set up the iron, as you can see. It's polluting like crazy, hence the killing needed. I've set up everything here. I've redone the builds, which I'll explain when I get back. I've set up a train ready here to load plastic and acid for this stuff, and then we're just conveniently going to reuse this copper line. This is the copper line we had to this first outpost, which I've torn up, and everything's ready, everything's powered, we're good to go. So let's go kill some biters, and then I'm going to turn everything on after I get back and explain quickly the changes we made to the builds based on your feedback and such like that. So I'm just gonna mow through these guys. We absolutely melt everything. I'll be interested to see how these do against behemoths, because I mean they're quite a bit more hefty, but even now, I mean, we're just absolutely melting even the big guys. I mean, they just evaporate pretty much. The trees, on the other hand, the trees are almost more of a problem than the biters, honestly. So I took other suggestions too. I put my repair packs in the trash slot rather than my robots. I think that works a bit better. So I'm just gonna kind of kill any bases that I can here. I threw some poison down. I do have poison, although it's kind of pointless because I just go through and kill all these dudes anyway. But I'm trying to focus the bases here so that you know, they're not spawning as much, because if you don't kill the bases, then they kind of build up on you, and that's when you can get surrounded, and it gets pretty dangerous. So yeah, I'm just absolutely melting these dudes, and I'm going to knock out this little bit here, hopefully not die in the process. There we go. I'm gonna repair here in a second. I need these guys to get away. Alright. My bots will do the repairing. I'll just kill anything that happens to approach. We'll kill this base. Do we need to kill this base too? Probably. I do have a couple laser turrets on me as well, which I was gonna set up at the actual module production base, just for some extra security. So let's go ahead and hop in here. This is a bit of a bad entrance, honestly. Great. Well, I don't know where the hell my repair packs went to put in the trash. I think they're gone. Once I run out, my bot should stop repairing stuff, maybe. Stop it. Seems to actually work better almost if I just drive head on at stuff in terms of the cannon, like swiveling and such. Okay. Oh no, we lost the robot, you stupid bugs. Okay, so there's that. Damn, we're down to 49. Alright, let's kill this base, and this will be perfect because we're kind of up where we need to be anyways. Oh, there's another base over here. What do you know? Good thing I came over here. That would have been a surprise. A very bad surprise. That would have come and killed all the work I'd done on the module base. That dude can just die. He'll follow us and then he'll die. All right, so let's go ahead and oh yeah, look at this. This is, man, these bullets. I love this uranium stuff. We don't even have nukes yet. Once we have nukes yet, I mean, these bases are just, I mean, they're gonna be like nothing, man. I mean, it's just gonna be like melting butter. All right, let's head back. I have 4 laser turrets. I brought some wall-to-wall things in. So essentially, while we're driving back, I'll explain. You guys commented, and not that I didn't trust the comments, but I wanted confirmation personally, and I wanted to test things. So I released a workshop earlier today, of course, with Zuri, and after that, we kind of talked for a while and scienced some stuff out, and he showed me differences with like using modules and different things. Like I obviously know how modules work and such, but because you guys commented in the last two videos that I should take the modules out of the furnaces and put them in the other production, like the circuits, and because it would be a lot better use of them because I'd save more materials and stuff. And it made sense, kind of, but like I said, I wanted to just be sure for myself. And so me and Zuri talked and experimented with stuff in terms of, you know, what would be the best thing to use modules in. And, of course, great. All right, my tank's actually full of stuff, no wonder. This is actually a very important thing here. We do not want that dying. So it was concluded that pretty much green circuits and then blue circuits are the things I want modules in instead of the furnaces. So the furnaces look pretty bare because I took out all the beacons, I took out all the modules, and this is what we have left. Now, someone commented and did a whole ton of math, and it was really helpful. It kind of made me understand things better. And they suggested that I just like reduce the furnace by like a lot, like have like a fifth of this and have it that part beacon and moduled. And then also module this stuff too. However, I didn't have enough modules to actually module every step. And I want to keep this general setup because the good thing about this is if we do decide to fully build this, we can just stamp the other one on top of it pretty much and it will work. That's why I've left this. I know it doesn't have beacon, doesn't have modules. It's a little bare looking, but so what I've done is I've taken the modules out of that. I've put the modules into all these machines. And I've not beaconed them, again, because we don't really have enough modules, and I want to try to have this work on my power without expanding power at the moment, and I think we can this way. So, for anyone who doesn't know, because I didn't really know, and the reason I didn't really think of this is because I'm so used to just moduling and beaconing everything that, there's not really hardly any times for me where I have to actually choose one thing or the other to do, so it never came up for me to like consider, is this actually better than putting it in the smelting? And it is. It's actually a lot better. So, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. And yeah, so what this does, having the productivity modules specifically, the speed modules kind of help with this a bit too. Having the productivity modules in the circuits and blue circuits is far more efficient material use wise than having them in the furnaces. And the reason for this is, for anyone who doesn't know, essentially like the highest consumption material, like the highest consuming item is what you want productivity modules in. That may not make sense. To say it in a better way, whatever consumes the most materials like per second base rate is what you want them in. So if we take circuits here and we look, and a circuit takes 1 iron and 1.5 copper, and it takes half a second to make. So in half a second, it essentially consumes 2.5 materials, right? So in 1 second, this consumes 5 materials. So this consumes 5 materials every second, opposed to like smelting, right, where it's just 1 and it takes 3.5 seconds, which means it only consumes like 1.75 things per second, right? 3.5, or that's not even right, really. So it doesn't even consume 1 a second. So that's kind of the deal there. Maybe 1.75 was right, but anyway. So this consumes 5 materials a second, and then the blue circuits actually consume like 6.5 a second. So the higher consumption material items you want to have your productivity modules in, and it does make a big difference. We calculated out, Zuri and I, and it really makes a difference in terms of like how much base materials you're consuming. So what I've done, and I'm not sure if these are exact ratios, so we're going to spend the rest of this episode after I turn it on tweaking it. We may need more circuits. I didn't perfectly ratio things because it kind of threw me off, like changing everything that was moduled. So we have 3 prod modules and a speed in the circuit stuff. We then have 2 prod modules and 2 speeds in the blue circuits. I do have some extra prod modules if we need to. I'd like to switch out a speed for prod modules, but that would require us to do quite a few more machines to equal what we need for the modules. And then I've just stuck a speed in each red circuit thing because we need that many to keep up. And I actually quite like what the RoboPorts worked out like here. I really like how these are kind of like snuggled in here in between. And I did fix, you guys pointed out a lot of problems, like my inserters here. I was missing inserters. I fixed all that. And the red circuits were missing outputs or inputs on one of them. I fixed that as well. I think I fixed pretty much everything you guys said was wrong. So we're going to turn this on. And we only need to do a couple things. It's already powered. What we need to do is, number one, take this train and tell him to go to the correct place. So we want module copper, inventory full, and module copper smelter, inventory empty. And we're going to do that. He's going to come in. We need to go to this train and just turn him to automatic, and he should leave. And then we need to turn this train to go to, it's already at load, so we just need unload. And we're going to do, we're just going to have a circuit condition because I need to think for a second what needs to actually happen here. So he's going to unload. We don't actually have any bots, so you know that might help to actually get some bots. I have them made. Don't worry, I do have bots already made. I just forgot to grab them. So, whew, man, he's fast. Yeah, I left him 2 locomotives. I cut it down to 2 wagons. That's going to be a dangerous line. And then you saw I did some off-camera kind of work. I showed it behind, like in the background during an update video I did earlier today. I had built the automation for more power stuff, turbines and such. So I think I built bots right over here. I think I stored like 500 of them. I'm not sure how many we're going to need. Apparently my inventory is full. And I have put radars pretty much everywhere as well. I actually don't want any regular ammo. That's great. Let's see, what can I get rid of? I don't need all this red belt. So we're gonna see if there's enough bots. I don't know, maybe. And yeah, so thank you for the materials. Let's head over and hopefully get this working. So once I put the bots in, there's gonna be a pretty big bot surge. We're gonna have to wait a couple minutes for it to turn down, calm down rather is the word, to see, where's all my, oh, it's in the tank. I was like, where's all my ammo? To see what happens. So this guy's gonna come in. Guys are coming in pretty quick. Rocket fueled. Now they're not gonna have much. I need to actually bring like probably a fueling train over here. I just stuck a little bit of rocket fuel in each. So we're going to just throw down some bots, hope for the best. And I'm just going to throw down more, see how many we need. More than that, which is not good because, like I said, it's going to take a minute. There's going to be surges. Now, I haven't changed these requests at all. Again, these requests and stuff are based on if these were fully beacon and modules, so it's going to be a little bit high. And we need to see if there's charging issues as well. So this is not working because there's no iron. I may have set the iron too high. We may not be smelting enough iron. It's going to take some tweaking, but the gist of it is that hopefully it should work to some degree. So he is unloading, maybe, if I were to actually tell him to unload something. And he's going to request empties, just like all of them. We want all the empty barrels recycled back. I filtered these. This guy, we're just going to cap to like here for now. And what we're going to do, trying to think of conditions for this. I may have to think on that for a minute. So this guy is on the wrong damn thing because I'm an idiot. Actually, this is the right machine, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, the right machine. I just set it to the wrong thing. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, well, I don't think this even needs to be speeded, honestly. So we just freed up some more modules. So that's going to work. These guys are waiting on circuits, which are probably waiting on iron and copper. I may have overbuilt this. I'm not sure. We may not have enough bots. There's actually 1,000 in the network. Yeah. Looks like we need more bots. So there's 1,000 iron sitting in the network, and they're only delivering some of it, and that's because I don't think I have enough bots. So we're gonna go grab some more bots and see how it works. But yeah, so the gist of it is that that copper patch is limited, as I discussed previously, and this putting the productivity modules in the circuits instead of the smelters should allow me to get quite a lot more circuits and then modules out of the material, out of the ore that we do have. If that makes sense. It didn't really make sense to me at first, but then when I tested it with Zuri, it actually totally made sense. So if it doesn't really make sense to you, feel free to ask questions or test it yourself. Just essentially what you're looking at is the circuit consumes like 5 materials a second, which means that you're getting a lot more bonus from your productivity in that. And yeah, I'm just gonna throw down more bots, I guess, until it works. I don't know. We may not even have enough power. Oh, we're good. Jeez, this thing is like bot inefficient as hell. This is why I don't like the big networks. Do we need even more than this? Dear Lord. Well, they're bringing a little bit. I think we're gonna run out of iron. Yeah, this may, like I said, I didn't calculate everything like perfectly, so I honestly don't know. I may have overbuilt this for the smelting that I have. Like, if you notice, our red circuits are just not working because I'm an idiot and didn't request anything. But I don't know why we're not getting plastic. Did I seriously just use all my plastic already? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. This train was like... I'll just uncap the cargo wagon, maybe? Okay, I'm trying to think. So, okay, well, what we could do is we could just say, stay here until... Now, this may break it. I'm sure there's better conditions than this. Oh, that's really not what I wanted, but thanks anyway. I don't count. We're just gonna say if plastic is equal to 0, he can leave. Essentially, if it's unloaded all the plastic, he's good to go, because we're not gonna have an issue with this. So, looking at this, it looks like we do need to copy these over on some of these. Not all of them, just a couple here. These are like the additional ones I added that were missing the inputs. So, those seem okay. Yep. Okay, well, so what we're missing now is plastic. We may need to up our plastic production in the main base. I'm not sure. It also looks like we probably need a bit more charging. Again, another reason I'm not fond of these super big networks. The bot usage is like not optimal at all, and then the charging becomes an issue. So let's see how much we have. We don't have enough iron smelting, actually. I think we may need to convert some of these to iron. I think I maybe did a little bit too much copper. Potentially. Yeah. Let's convert some of these to iron. Let's take you and convert you to iron. Take out all the copper. Hopefully he doesn't jam completely. We'll see. He shouldn't. And then we'll do that to this one too. We'll take out all the copper. And then this one we will convert to iron as well. We'll just keep it the same just because. And let's see. I don't know where they're... Oh, okay, they're bringing it... Okay, cool. So take that, copy it to here, take out all that. Converting some of them to iron hopefully should help. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's going to take some balancing. We have some extra modules if we do need to use them in some places. The train for the plastic is going to be the main issue, actually, I think. We'll have to see how this works. So these guys, I mean, these guys work pretty quick. These are backed up because, there's no iron again. Now, the iron train is not unloading evenly at all. Looks like there's just not enough iron smelting, huh? In fact, I'm wondering perhaps this entire row needs to be iron. Because since that's the thing, right? The prod modules change pretty much everything in terms of like how much you need of what. So that kind of messes up what I'd had a bit. So they're gonna bring iron. And did I do? Let's see. Cute. Once he goes through that, he should be good. And then this one, or no, copy that one to here. To here. You know, just switch. I guess I'll just switch them over until I get some sort of decent balance going. I'm not sure. We're still short on iron. Has this train come back yet? Nope. It's gonna take a while to load, I think. Or he's stuck. Oh, I think I actually just didn't give him a condition is what happened. Load, empty inventory. Yeah. Nope. We'll just say until... We need to measure the plastic is what we need to do. We'll just say item count plastic is greater than stacking 100, so like 3,000. Please don't be on the track, because I don't know what I capped this at. Yeah, that should be like 3,000, right? We may need more roboports over here as well. It looks like the bots may have settled a little bit. I'm not sure. Wow, we are chewing through this plastic. This is ridiculous. And these I have changed. Okay. Yeah, this may not work at all. I don't know, guys. Like I said, it's an experiment. I may have to just completely redo all of it again, obviously off screen, and experiment with what ratios work better and such, because this is not working nearly as good as I thought it would. I probably missed something somewhere. And we're still short on iron. Wow. Jeez, okay. Really did not anticipate this taking this much iron. I guess we'll just convert all of it to iron in this first row, just completely, and see what happens. And then you to you. So pretty much this entire side now is iron, and then that entire side is copper. I don't think it was actually 50-50. It may be... It may actually be more iron consumption than copper. It's a little bit hard to tell. No, it looks... I mean, the problem is these are not separate production things between the two bases, right? So, although we shouldn't really be consuming any copper in the main base, now that I'm thinking about it, we have to give this a little bit to see if this catches up at all. Make sure it's all in the network. And we are using about 550 bots. These are working better. These are working a lot better. The real question is this going to have enough iron ore buffer? It has. Okay, there we go. So then the other question is, does it swing towards copper? And like I said, it's going to take some fine adjustment. I don't know. We're already out of plastic. These things, I did not anticipate eating this much plastic. Jeez. This could be an issue. The good news is it's not draining our main base resources aside from the plastic, which we may need to go check out. Iron's going up, copper's staying about the same because everything has stopped pretty much except green circuits, which we're creating a huge buffer of, I think, which is probably not ideal. I may want to limit this to just like one row, and even that may be a little much. Yeah, it's red circuits we're waiting on, which is due to the plastic. Let's go check out the plastic. Like I said, I may need to expand it. We may be out of oil. I don't know. We'll have to see. It is really nice, though, that we managed to reuse that rail line. That is quite helpful. I have power poles running every which way. redundancy is good, right? So hey, the good news though is, you know, let's look on the bright side. We turned the thing on. It, at least it's working to some degree. It's just gonna take some fine tuning, is all. You know, I may have to do some more calculations, because I like really just, I was just kind of like, well, let's just estimate this, and then I fudged a little bit here. It was, so, are you just like dumb? Is there not actually 3,000 in here? Oh. Just say when it equals 3,000. That's the problem. In fact, I should just uncap this. Wait for me, you little God damn it. Okay, plastic is going okay. How are we on petroleum? We're actually pretty much backed up. So these chests should be full. Okay, that should help quite a bit. These chests should hopefully be... I actually need, like, way higher of a cap here than that. This is red belt. Like I said, we could probably increase our production even more for plastic. We only have a few machines going here. They could potentially insert or export faster rather, and but we can't really add more this way. I'd have to redo it. What I could do is I could prod module. It'd actually be really smart to prod module this and speed it a little bit. Stop it. Oh, you little punk. It's full of robots, probably. Okay, we're gonna do an experiment here. I have two speed models on me. I could get more. Well, these are not gonna be symmetrical. It doesn't matter. They're still hitting everything. So this is gonna provide a 25% speed boost to all these machines. All right, because beacons provide a 50% boost. You can see down there, speed plus 25%. But then we're going to put prod modules, and these prod modules reduce speed by 15%. So if we put one in each, thanks game. Looks like coal is actually the issue in terms of getting it in here quick enough. I think these need to be stack inserters. Stop. Or no, coal wasn't the issue, I don't think. It was... these can't export quick enough. I think I may need a different exportation system here. These actually don't even need to be underground, so what I could do... oh. That's some substations. Let's just make all this normal belt. It really doesn't need to be underground, maybe? Aside from compression, it may need it for the compression. I'm not sure. So let's just do that. It's gonna go here. And yeah, I really should productivity module these more. I need to add another speed thing to that. Should have a couple speeds actually still left in the base. Yeah, because these are now 10% faster than they even were base, but we're also getting a 10% productivity bonus, which when you create things this fast adds up pretty darn quick. And turning on a roboport would probably help. And also getting rid of these bots. So, I'm not sure how our coal outpost is doing. That might actually be a concern, now that I'm thinking about it. No, we're still good. Okay, so now that I don't think I actually uncapped this. Let's uncap this, and let's just say once plastic equals 4,000, because that's what a full wagon's gonna be. And this could still be more compressed. We could probably grab some speed modules that are down there. So for the last bit of this episode, let's ride down. I'm just gonna tell this thing to go. My main concern is actually a potential of running out of oil. That's why we should productivity as many steps in that as we can. But I'm guessing plastic, these red circuits eat plastic real quick. This would be one reason. Red circuits don't take that many things per second, because, I mean, if you discount the plastic, it's 7 materials, but they take 6 seconds, so it's just barely more than 1 material a second. So that's why I didn't prioritize productivitying them. However, the plastic is something that we seem to eat through really quickly, so it may be advantageous for me to actually productivity these once I get enough prod modules just to reduce the amount of plastic they need. Or, well, you know what I mean. Reduce the amount of plastic for the output materials. You know, it doesn't actually reduce the amount of input plastic, period. So these are not working because some reason. There's no cable because there's no copper because we probably have no copper. And now we have an abundance of iron. Okay, so a little more tweaking is probably needed. Let's convert some of these back to copper then. This may just not be enough smelting, I don't know. I mean, you know, that's the other possibility. There just may not be enough smelting here. And I would prefer to not make that one on the end copper. It's going to be a little bit awkward. That's really not what I wanted. It's going to be a bit awkward having these two copper, but that's okay. Well, let's just make this one copper too, just so the in three are copper. I believe it was 162, 161. Okay. So there we go. I don't know. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't. I'm not sure. Again, it'll take some tweaking. I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. At least it's working to some degree-ish. I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. You guys were pretty helpful last time in terms of telling me what to put prod modules in. Like I said, I would have just done the design that one of the guys mentioned and did a math out for me, but I was like 120 modules short, and it would take me forever to make those on our starter base, and I really didn't want to wait that long because it literally would have taken a couple hours or more. So I went with this. We'll see what happens here. I'll continue tweaking things a little bit off camera and see what your feedback is. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.